You watched it. All right. Anyone have any big insights from, was it just the two of you? Looks like it. Well done. Yeah, if you can watch it, let's have a look. Didn't get a chance to, Nick. That's okay. Not the movie, just did the meditation, Wendy. That's good. It's a start. Listen to the meditation from the last session. Did you review the channel? Is that the meditation? Yeah. Okay. And Kylie,
Yes.
meditation again. That's good. All right. What we're going to do first up tonight's an exciting night because you're going to be learning all about automatic writing, which is really the beginning stages of opening up to your spirit guide. So just a show of hands, who has actually met a spirit guide? So just put your hands up so that I can do a count. So Myra, Peter has. Okay, not you, Vicky. Kylie.
Not sure.
Not sure. Wendy? No. Wendy? Yes, no, no. Rosalind? No.
No.
Myra, yes. Alicia?
No.
Alicia, no. Kia, I know you have. Peter, I know you have. And Tish, have you met your spirit guides yet?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Okay. So for those of you that have already, we'll just be deepening the connection that you have with your guides. For those of you that haven't met your guides, don't worry. That's exactly what you're here to do, to have an experience so that you can connect to either your higher self or to the spirit guides that surround us. And in order to do that, we need to invite them in. But whilst we wait for others to come in, because I know we've got a couple still joining, Janelle's just logging in now. I'm just going to do a bit of a roll call so that I know who's here and I know who's not. So hang on 2 seconds. All right, so we have Myra is here. Janelle, that's text is not working. Try again. Janelle's just come in. Hi, Janelle, welcome.
Hi, how you going?
I'm good. I've had a bit of a rough day, to be honest. I'm at the hospital with my father-in-law, so it hasn't been.
Oh,
Yes, this is what really helpful to have spirit guides that can help us with, when life gets difficult as well. So I'm hoping for a message from my own guides, which will be good. So Kylie, where are you, Kylie? So I can see you. Yeah, hi, Kylie. Anna. No, yes, Anna's just all right. Cherie Daniel didn't come last week either. Not here. Okay, find out what's happening there. Rosalind, hi, welcome. We missed you last week. Nice to have you here. I'll get you to do a quick intro. While I'm just doing a head count, would you like to introduce yourself quickly to the group, if you don't mind, just telling them one thing about what's drawn you to the channel course? That would be awesome.
Hi everyone, I'm Rosalind. I'm in Harvey, WA, and what drew me to the course, just something different, just a need to sort of connect. I thought it might help with my new Bowen therapy career, to see what other people need and to guide me a little bit. And I'm on a new life journey starting last year and really enjoying the wormhole that I'm going down. So yeah, glad to be here.
Bit of a wormhole, love it. Okay, thank you and welcome. And did you get a chance to watch the replay of last week to kind of catch up, Rosalind?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, did the meditation a couple of times, watched the replay and the movie.
Yep. Awesome, well done. What were some of the insights you got from the movie? I jump out at you?
No, I kind of watched it and I was pretty emotional watching it, and then I didn't know how to feel about it afterwards. So I was sort of processing. Yeah.
It was quite heavy when I watched it. It was so different for me seeing the movie over reading the books, because I read, Conversations with God quite a few years ago, and then when I found out that there was a movie, I thought, oh, it's kind of, yeah, good to watch. But he just seemed to have one thing after another go wrong, didn't he? And just couldn't seem to get ahead. But it was incredible when he just surrendered and let that flow of God consciousness come through. And I think for me, when I reflect back over watching the video, and I'm wondering if anyone else felt the same, but I actually felt like the condensed 7-minute trailer gave me the majority of what I wanted without, you know, the heaviness of the story. But yeah, did anyone else find that you know, the majority of the insights that you wanted to take came from the trailer? Anyone else feel that? Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Vicky? You watched the movie? Did you learn anything additional from it?
Yeah, no, it was pretty heavy. I'd seen a lot of his YouTube videos, which were good. And I've actually been this last week listening to the audio books at night, and I've often fallen asleep listening to them. So yeah, it's yeah, I've really enjoyed it actually. But yeah, no, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I kind of think it really does demonstrate the human aspect and then the soul spirit aspect. And I guess what we're doing here is wanting to feel less of the human ailments, that kind of the emotional ups and downs and upheaval of life, and be able to lean more into that loving guidance when we need it. And that's what, to me, the real power of teaching you how to channel and how to tune into that benevolent, loving energy is, not because it helps us to skip over the problems and the dramas of life, because it certainly doesn't do that, but what it does is it softens the, you know, the edge. I was listening to a channel describe his experience of blending with his guides, and he's a trance channel, Tony Stockwell, and he described it. It's the best way I've heard it described. I'm like, oh, totally, that's how it feels like. He just nailed the description. And because he's from the UK, he said, just imagine being wrapped up in the most loving, clean, beautiful, comfortable duvet, and just snuggling into that warm, loving embrace and feeling so nurtured and so at peace. He said, that's what it feels like when I blend with my guides. And I'm kind of like, oh yeah, he's nailed it. It's a lot of others have said it feels like a coming home, you know, just that, you know, what do we feel like when we get home? It's like we kick off the shoes and we just relax and surrender and we feel safe and secure. To me, that's what channeling is. And you know, when we're feeling vulnerable and when we're feeling in pain or sad, you know, this is when, you know, we don't tend to turn to these tools like Reiki. Or have you guys noticed that you might have all these tools, but when we really need them, we don't tend to use them? I don't know what it is, but we just seem to sink into the pain. And it's almost as if we forget all of the things that we have at our disposal. So hopefully we can tune into it. So the first exercise I want to do, just in case there's a couple of others running late, is I want to review our group, what are they called? Our group intentions. So words, what are they? Values. So what I'm going to do is break us into two groups. The aim of this quick session, we're only going to have a few minutes. I want you guys to come up with a suggestion of 5 values that you as a group rate as the highest. So we want to condense this down to 5. It's going to be hard because we probably all resonate with most of them, but let's see if we can get 2 lists, and then we're going to come together as a whole group and nut it out and see how similar we get with the 2 groups. So
Lisa, are we basing it on the ones from last week? Or
yeah, so I've popped them in the chat. Can you guys see them, or did it not come up yet?
no, but here you go. I'll just
here we go.
I'll put them back in the chat again.
I just did.
Oh, did you? Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Peter. You're on it. Awesome. All right. I'm going to just get okay. Welcome back. I was hoping I didn't set it down myself. I was hoping we just come back when it was time. I'll just close the group. Let's see. So did you come up with a consensus?
We did.
Awesome. Okay. So was that the 5 minutes? Just to make sure we
Yes.
give enough time. All right. I'm just going to close the room because we don't have a lot done. All right, we'll wait till everyone's back. I can't wait to hear what you chose. I'm interested to see how similar the two groups are.
I know.
It's exciting.
We lost 2 of our group members. Where'd they go? Did they not leave the room? Oh,
They may have just not pushed the button to come back to
mm.
the main group. So sometimes they lag or they stay in the other one for a little bit longer. So you get a bit of a notice
In
when
the
I
vortex.
Mm. So did you find it easy enough to? It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you think of the things that are important that you value when you're doing this work. Are these guys, any of the values, do you notice your own personal values as well? The things that are important?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Mm.
All right, looks like everyone's coming back. So, oh, there's a, that's weird. Why is that happening?
Oh, you're echoing.
There's an echo, which isn't good. I don't know what's causing that. No, it should be fine. Okay.
It's gone.
It's gone by. The
Yeah.
sound of it. It's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay, so who would like to go first? So Peter or Janelle?
We can, yeah. We were like right down to the last minute, like last second.
And I just like pulled you out.
No,
Down to
no,
the
no,
wire.
it's all good. We got there. We got there. So the 5 that we landed on after a bit of discussion was love, connection, kindness, joy, and clarity.
Boy.
We've got one different.
So
Oh, really?
I wrote down my favourite, and do you know what my I'll find out what the other one. So what was
Yeah.
Janelle?
We had clarity, connection, joy, love, and wisdom.
So the only
Okay.
difference is wisdom.
Only different. We had wisdom instead of kindness.
Yeah, so we actually had clarity and wisdom to start with, and then we decided that they were quite similar. And
Mhm.
because we were at 7, so we had to narrow it down to 5. And so we decided that clarity and wisdom were similar, and the vote was clarity from our groups. So.
Okay. So, and kindness is, did you both have kindness or just Peter? Kindness came in over.
Our group was kindness, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the only difference, so Janelle, you had love, connection, joy,
Clarity and wisdom.
clarity, and wisdom. I like wisdom too, because of course that's what represents our
We
guides.
did create a whole new one off the list as well, but
Did you? What was that?
integrity.
Oh, to me, integrity is it's a given, like, you know, but it is a handy one to have. We'll have that as in the background. So do you guys want to know what ones I wrote down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love is number 1, obviously. It's in the very core of my business. Connection, because without connection to our guides and to each other, what have we got? So connection, really important. Joy, following the joy is important. We do this because we love it and it's fun. We're having fun. So to me, joy, following the joy is very important. I had kindness next, okay, because to me, I choose to have kind people around me. And I think kindness is more important than power or intelligence or how many degrees you got. I'm more interested in how kind people are. Is up as high on my personal values as well. Then I had wisdom, and then I had clarity, which is interesting. So what was missing from my list?
People had the same pretty much.
What was missing from my list? Love.
Nothing.
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 You
Nothing.
had all of
So
what
between-
our 2 groups put together had.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty clever. Isn't that cool? Okay, I promise it wasn't because I was spying on you. I wrote them down before I came into your groups. Okay, well, that's very interesting. So are we agreed on love, connection, joy,
Kindness.
kindness, wisdom, and clarity. What are we missing?
That's 6. Do you want 6?
2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I want 6. We can make up these rules. Let's change it. I just can't think of anyone that I would want to drop off. Probably, probably I would drop off kindness if I did, because love is kind. So if I was to choose one, it's easier to
On our original list, we've got love and connection as 1, and then we've also got them separate. So put it back to the 1, and we're still at 5.
That's right. So who can tell me why it's important to have an agreed group set of values when we enter into channeling? Why do you think it's important?
So we're all working with the same values, the same
energy.
goals.
Yeah. It helps to harmonize us as a group. So
Mm.
we've got a focus and an energy that we're bringing to the group, so that if we set this as an intention every time that we arrive today, no matter what's going on in our life, we choose to bring our best self to this. And that means being authentic, and it means at times being vulnerable and opening and sharing. But if we hold this space of of holding these values, it'll help us to be able to connect and bring through valuable information. All right, so hands up if you managed to download the worksheet that I created for you today. Peter,
No.
great. Vicky, Kylie, Janelle, awesome. Okay, this is really just a resource for you, so that when you're doing this exercise on your own, you've got the basics of what automatic writing is. It is exactly what it sounds like it is. It is an automated process where we surrender to spirit, or we surrender to love, and we allow that wisdom to come in response to our question, to our desire. So the important thing is that we build the energy within the group. We create a sacred space, and part of that is part of the energy that we're building is important in our environment, that we do kind of sacred setting of the sacred, if that makes sense. So we can do that in many different ways. For me, when I'm ready to get into my woo-woo and connect with spirit, I light a candle. Okay, so it's a very basic way. I like to draw the curtains closed, so I'm going to do that now. I like to kick my shoes off, because for me, I just like being barefoot. There's no particular reason other than just because I like the energy of, just kicking my shoes off. Has anyone here actually done any automatic writing before? Peter, I would assume you have. Myri, you have. Vicky, Kylie. Okay, do you guys want to share a little bit about what it feels like for you when you're automatic writing? Is there anyone that wants to share their experience?
I'll go.
Thanks, Vicky.
For me, it was something that sort of happened organically. I was going through a very difficult time within my extended family, and I just sort of got into a lot of meditation and also a bit of grounding, walking barefoot on the earth and such likes. And I was searching for some answers and just found that these thoughts would pop into my head, and sort of started writing them down. And it was just very joyful, uplifting at a time when I felt very, very lost. And I would also find the same thing when I was walking bare feet on the beach. And often I would just turn the recording on my phone to record the words and things that were coming up for me. And they were sort of growing into uplifting messages from what I'd been through. And I just sort of kept them aside for me.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. So that's sort of been my experience. And I just found that the more I sat down and wrote, I wanted to do it every day. And it just was very peaceful.
Yeah, it is. Once you open the door, I find that most of the struggle comes from the self-analysis, or what if this is me? Is this just a positive aspect of my consciousness? And what I say to you guys is, does it really matter? Like, does it matter if it's an aspect of your higher mind, or whether it's coming from a spirit guide, or whether it's just coming from love itself? If it's wisdom and love and nurturing and a tenderness that we need to hear, then let's not get caught up on the somatics of, is it real? Is it, because what is real anyway? If it's nurturing and helpful, one of the things that I learned through Liz Gilbert's process, because again, she's been teaching this for a long time, so have I, we all have different processes to get into automatic writing. One of the things that she noticed was that her love would talk to her with terms of funny, terms of endearment. So, and once, I guess sometimes when we're open to an idea or a suggestion from someone else, or we see how someone else does it, we start to have that happen, and that's okay as well. Don't think that just because I've read it and now I'm doing it means I've generated it. It doesn't matter. If I guess what it's doing is it's like reading and learning new information, and then that now becomes yours, and therefore love starts to go, oh, there's an openness to, using humor here through my language, so let's give her that, right? Sometimes I've sat there with pen to paper, and all that's come through is, we are here and you are loved. Because at the time, that was all I needed to hear. You are safe. You are loved. It's going to be okay. We've got you. And it would be the softening to the stress. Yeah. Sometimes I've also read a channel that feels quite like I kind of almost, it feels so obvious that I dismissed it. It's like, that doesn't feel very wise or mind-blowing, because it was what I already knew, but I just needed it reinforced. Does that make sense? So the biggest thing that gets in our way is our own expectations or resistance. So it can feel, some of the past students have almost wondered if it's a bit dorky to be writing in such a loving way to ourselves. Like there's that kind of cringe part where we just go, oh, is this like just a little bit too, does that make sense? Like, oh, it's too lovey-dovey, like, I feel uncomfortable, like it's too gushy. Does that, I feel like, it feels gushy, and I don't know. And that's just because we're not used to being spoken to in this way. And it can take a little bit to get used to, receiving love and love's words through your own voice and through your own hand. Other times I've had people where they just sit with a pen for a bit, and they're just kind of loosening their body and just inviting spirit in, inviting them to kind of move with the pen, and just waiting until the pen starts to flow. You will get, if you get words popping to your head, start writing them down. Don't worry if it doesn't make much sense at the beginning, or if you get a stream of thoughts, write the sentence, even if the sentence feels like it's coming from you. Allow spirit to then blend with you and continue. So you might write the first sentence, and then it starts to grow from there. So don't get too stuck on getting out of the way. Let it be you and your guides. Does this make sense? And with the intention that we receive a message that is beneficial. Okay. All right, so the other thing I want to do is talk to you about the trance state again. So focus and meditation is really important when it comes to getting in the trance state. So we're going to do a little exercise now. I always like, when spirit blends with us, they come in through the back of our neck. So we feel the energy blend through the back of our body. And I almost feel like, when Anya comes in, she comes in initially on my breath. So I feel my breath start to change. I start to focus. My mind needs to go somewhere and find something that is a bit kind of like a, I'm looking for something neutral, a sound. And to me, my breath is the easiest thing for me to focus on, to just bring myself into that state of calm, so that we're starting to prepare the body to open to channel. So it's best if you are on a high-backed chair rather than slumping over and sitting back. I like to be sitting up on my tailbone so that if spirit, I almost think if you can imagine now a string at the top of your head, and just imagine a helium balloon attached to your head, and just allow that to pull your body upright so that you can feel this light starting to pull at the top of your head. And so what we want to do is we want to have hip movement. So when our guides blend with us, we want to be able to feel a gentle flow and a gentle movement. So just allowing us to start to interact with the energy. Whereas if we're solid and stagnant, or we're slumped back and we're just not, there's no allowing for movement, we become rigid, and it's a bit harder for us to blend with and just allow our body to naturally sway. Sometimes for me, because I'm on a wheelie chair, I like to sit forward when I'm channeling, and I like my feet to be perpendicular, like my legs to be at a 90-degree angle. So I kind of feel rounded and centered, but I can also just feel like I can move. Does that make sense? So to me, this is just getting into a nice, trance channel position. All right, looks like we've got a question. I'll just quickly check. All right, Rosalind's just getting a phone. And she's obviously back now. Okay, so we're going to do a little guided meditation, and I'm going to grab one of my cards. The other thing I like to do to set the intention is to ask spirit to invoke them, to invite them in through using a deck of cards. So because I like to think that they have messages to give us based on what's happening each day. So I'm going to ask for a group message today. So what I'm doing here is, and we'll do a card, how to do angel card readings in one of the sessions, but when we knock 3 times, we're just sending light through the deck, and we're just clearing the deck of anyone else's energy. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just calling in my guides and guardians. And I'm just asking, what is it that as a group we need to know today? So I'm looking for a message that will reinforce the work that we're doing today. And what is it that we need to know? Okay, community. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got the community card. So this is all about, we're not doing this alone. It's about building the energy. Okay, so here we are building the energy as a group, as a connection, and it's about utilizing each other's words of appreciation and also confirmation, confirming, and just connecting with the group as a whole in order to start to anchor those beautiful values that we created already. And I'm going to begin by reading the message 212, and then we're going to get on with the exercise. So this card signals a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our families and our communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and a purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. God has pretty much got all our words in it, right? You will be inspired by it and will want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the group, your presence is needed. You're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those that you don't share. There are times when you follow and the other person leads, and at times when you lead and the other follows. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another, accepting the truth that everyone has flaws. Accepting the truth that everyone has flaws is a part of that dance. Yet you are also being asked to be aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat. You're in a perfect place to make changes in order to experience the best version of who you can be together. So whenever you're in a community of like-minded others, There is a powerful opportunity to reap great abundance. It's essential to ask, what can I contribute rather than what can I get out of this? Figure out the need and look to fill it. Something meaningful will manifest. Even if what manifests is small, it's a sign that the doors of opportunity will swing open wider. There's also another meaning to this card to consider. Don't try to be all the things to all people. Choose your role and be true to it, and serve from a sense of authenticity. There's another one. There is no greater feeling of accomplishment than knowing you have a purpose. So isn't that beautiful? And I often think that when I created this group, I see it that we come together as a circle, which means in a circle, no one's any better or higher than anyone else. We all come with, you know, a connection and with a desire to want to serve spirit and serve each other through the messages that we can bring through, and ourselves as well. So on that note, let's get started. All right. So if you want to put music on in the background, feel free to do so. I'm going to be working with my lovely frankincense oil today, just to bring in, again, for me, I have a very heightened sense of smell. So when I smell this, it instantly starts to open my heart and starts to connect me into the angelic realm. Okay, so closing your eyes, if you've got your oil there, just you can use that as well. And just take a moment to just get your body into that nice position that I spoke about earlier. Taking a nice big deep breath in and holding for a few moments. And release. Let go of any tension in your body. Breathing in deeply. Holding for a moment and releasing, letting go of any tension, any stress in your body, and just really connecting into this moment. We're going to go through those values, and what I want you to do is focus on one, just one of the values that you would like to bring into your life. I'm going to read them out slowly and just focus and choose one. So I would like more love in my life, or connection, or joy, or kindness, or wisdom, or clarity. So just settle on one for this exercise. Breathe in and just really allow yourself to absorb as you think about that value and the essence of what that means, and the kind of quality that having that would bring to your life. And take a moment now to imagine how many ways you can experience it in your world. You might even like to reflect on an experience. It might be something from the past. You can use this moment now to just remember the time when it was active in your life. It could be the memory of a relationship. You might like to future project, or even imagine what it would feel like to be immersed in the energy of that word. And how would feeling that way change your life? How would it feel to be loving and loved? How would it feel to be connected? How does joy feel? And kindness? or wisdom. Just having that sense of clarity and a strength in purpose. And what would you do differently if you had more of that one quality in your life? How do you think it might change your relationships to your family members, to your friends, to the greater community? How would it change your work relationships? I'm going to go quiet and just let you focus for a moment on that real deepening of that feeling and that word, and see how well you can hold those images and thoughts clearly in your mind. So when you're ready, just begin to bring your awareness back into the room. And all you need to do is wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and come back in. We're going to go round one at a time. And what I want you to do is I want you to share your word initially. I'm curious as to what word you had. So everybody unmute. So you're all unmuted. We're going to start with you, Kylie. What was your word?
My word was wisdom,
Yeah, cool.
and that just resounding over and over again, just to bring confidence and clarity, really, for me. So
Beautiful, beautiful.
that's what I was getting.
Yeah, love it. Janelle, which word did you choose?
Connection.
Yeah, awesome. Nakia?
Connection as well.
Yeah, Peter?
Kindness.
Yeah, awesome. Anna?
My word was clarity.
Clarity. Nice. Vicky?
My word was love.
Love. Beautiful. I was very connected to you in that experience, Vicky. I'm not
I
sure
kept
why.
going between love and joy.
Oh, I was the same. Maybe that's why there was a connection. We're on the same frequency. Tish, what did you get?
Clarity.
Clarity. Cool. Wendy?
Clarity.
Clarity as well. Myra?
Clarity.
Ah, look at that. Ashley?
Joy.
Joy? Alicia? Isn't it?
Yeah, Alicia, a kindness.
Kindness.
Yeah.
Beautiful. One. Ross?
Kindness.
Kindness as well. Okay, beautiful. Now, hands up if you found it easy to focus in that meditation. I certainly did. I didn't have any problems going in. Anyone find the monkey mind got in the way and it was a bit hard to focus? Okay, Wendy. Okay. Yeah, Rosalind down the end. Yeah. So with that, it's a decision. So when we, was there something in your environment that drew your attention? Was it noise? Was there external? Was it that drew your attention away?
Mine was just the fogginess in my head.
So was it indecision, not knowing which one to focus on? Was it bouncing around? There's too many ideas. I don't know which one to do.
Yeah. And then when I settled on one, it was still just foggy.
Right. Okay. And what was your word?
Clarity.
So the very thing we need is, and it's great. Thank you for sharing, because it's really important to know. Sometimes we do get a bit scattered. We've been busy. We've got our energy running, and it does sometimes take a little bit of time. Like I jumped you straight in with that exercise, but what it does is it allows us to know that pulling focus is a decision, and it's a decision to just, if you can, you know, practice focusing. Even just on a really good exercise is making a cup of tea and focusing on all the different elements that go into making a cup of tea, like bringing things right back to the basic, or even just drawing a circle on a page and just focusing on the circle for a moment, and then looking and bringing your awareness and your attention to that one thing. It's very hard because we often have our minds are especially multitasking all the time, right? And focus is a really important part of channeling. Anna, did you find there was any particular thing that pulled your focus or stopped you from being able to concentrate?
Yes, my child and the TV being way too loud.
Yeah.
I had to actually go and tell him, can you please put it down? But even then I could hear it because I have really annoyingly good hearing.
Same, I'm exactly the same. So my sensitivity to the environment can, and it's good to acknowledge that sometimes it can be like I couldn't have gotten into that space if the dog was barking, because sometimes our environment just needs to be addressed. Or what we do is we can pull focus by putting music in our environment and really focusing our intention to tune into that music. And that therefore allows the other sounds to kind of soften at the background. So, and was there anyone else that kind of struggled with focus? Yeah, Rod, was there any particular thing that made it difficult for you?
Well, it wasn't so much the focus, but I drifted off. My word was kindness, and I had a vision drifting off to my autistic sister-in-law and how to get her to the podiatrist.
I love it. So your mind's gone, oh, space, I'm going to give her some instructions. Just been too busy. So, and that also happens, I call it the monkey mind, where when we start to settle and create a process, the mind comes up with our to-do list of the things that that we need to focus on. So when it happens, let's not make it wrong, like there's anything bad. Just be aware of it. And it happens to all of us, myself included. So when we just go, oh, there we are, I'm drifting off, I've got to focus on what Lisa's saying right now. So just, if we can, and it can help to do progressive relaxation. So spending more time getting you into that trance state and into that zone helps. So if I really took you into a guided meditation to deepen and slow things down, it would definitely help, which I'll do as well. So coming back to those of you that were able to focus, well done. Is there anyone, and you don't have to share, but is there anyone that had a kind of a cool image that came to mind that maybe surprised them when they thought of that word?
I thought of my children as babies.
Yeah, nice.
That's what came to mind.
What was your word again?
Kindness.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought of joy. Joy was my word. I was going between joy and love, and I had a hypnotherapy session today, and in the middle of it, a fly landed on my nose in the middle of the hypnosis, and I came out and started laughing. We're both cracking up because it was so funny. And then that reminded me of that's joy, though. You know those moments that surprise you, you're not expecting them, and you're both laughing because it's just and I thought of, oh, what did that feel like? Like I really wanted to immerse myself in how did that feel in that moment. And there was a lightness about it, not taking ourselves too seriously. And I really enjoyed the lightness of joy and what following joy brings my way, which was really interesting, right? Another moment of just seeing the doctor and just looking at my father-in-law with love and compassion. And it was a moment, but when you feel the moment and the connection and just being observant of, wow, isn't that nice? Like this doctor cares, like there was compassion for the situation. And I was moved by that. And even in the middle of a dark situation and hearing this horrible news, there's these moments of love and connection that lift you, that I think is beautiful to be a part of and to witness. Anyone get anything else? Any other images? Did you find that your mind kind of flicked between a few before it settled on one word? Did you notice the decision-making process? Yeah. Anyone else want to share? Come on, I want to hear from you guys as much as me. Go, Nick.
I'll share. I actually, as soon as you sort of started, before you even gave us the list of words, my mind went straight to connection, straight up before it came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And as you were saying them, the mind's like, no, connection. And it's just kept going. But the vision I got whilst you were taking us through that, and when you went completely silent, was I have to reference, do you guys know the music video for Michael Jackson's Heal the World, where everyone is like literally standing side by side and does like the picture of Australia or the world or on the planet? There's some sort of, and it was just like that. And I actually found myself writing down words so I didn't forget. But it was like a ripple effect of one touch to the next person sends love to them, who then sends love to the next without consciously being aware of it. It's all being done subconsciously through everybody. So the big message that came through just before you said, wiggle your fingers and toes, was through every touch I have with somebody, it is going to have a ripple effect and a 6 degrees of separation to pull them all back in full circle to come back. So it was interesting.
That's beautiful. I love it. Yeah. And at one point I'd had that thought, should I do something to connect the group? And I didn't need to. It happened, right? So someone else. And quite often when we do these meditations in Learn to Channel, you guys will almost be one step, like just slightly ahead of me, like, and then I'll say what you're like, oh, like you because there is this energetic connection with us all. It's fascinating. All right, you guys ready to do some automatic writing? I'm just going to pull up the info for those of you that don't have it. I can find it. I didn't get a chance to print it out today, but that's more important that you guys have it than me. So here we go. I'm going to share. Can I share? Present. Oh, wow. This is cool. Present. I'm kind of loving Canva at the moment. I've had a new renewed sense of love with Canva. I've been playing. I like the creativity of, check this out. How good this? And where's page 1? You got to see page 1. So exploring automatic writing, Learn to Channel. Okay, automatic writing, also known as psychography, is a fascinating practice that involves allowing your subconscious mind to express itself through writing. This technique has been used for centuries as a means of tapping into creativity, intuition, and for all of us, drum roll, please. Actually, there's a drum roll button.
Oh.
Ready. Drum roll. Spiritual communication. In this worksheet, we'll dive into the concept of automatic writing and explore how you can engage in this practice. So what exactly is automatic writing? It's a process of allowing thoughts, words, or ideas to flow freely onto paper without conscious censorship or control. Okay, I'm going to say that bit again. No stopping the flow. Doesn't matter how silly it sounds, especially if it's lovey-dovey words that you wouldn't ordinarily say to yourself, like, hello, little poppet. You can't just go, that sounds like crap, I'm not writing that down. Write it down. Okay. Automatic writing has been utilised in various contexts throughout history, including spiritualism, psychology, and creative arts. Automatic writing is believed to tap into the subconscious mind, accessing thoughts, feelings, memories, and insights that may not be accessible to the conscious mind. We're going to discuss the role of relaxation and openness. It's really important to be able to focus and get into a state where we're open in order to engage the automatic writing process effectively. Individuals can relax their minds and bodies, creating a receptive state for conscious expression. Automatic writing is like catching whispers from the soul, where the pen becomes the medium for the unseen to reveal itself. Isn't that exciting? That really read things like this. So how to do it? The first thing is to set a clear intention for the writing session. Like I said, light a candle, get some incense, or anything that activates your senses is going to help you to get into the mood. You might like to play soft music in the background just in order to bring up feelings of love and connection, and just to bring in peace into your environment. Your intention could also, because you want to seek guidance, you want to explore creativity, or you want to gain insight into a particular issue or problem that you're having. So when you begin, you want to start with a prompt, a simple prompt to initiate the writing process. It can be a question. I'm going to give you one in a moment, a word, an image, or a phrase that resonates with you. Remember, when we do this exercise, write without judgment. Allow the words to flow without judging, stopping, or analyzing them. Write whatever comes to mind, even if it seems ridiculous or unrelated to the question. Okay. Remain open to being surprised. Embrace the unexpected insights, ideas, or imagery that also emerge during the process. They could offer valuable insights from your subconscious mind. Okay. Come back to that. I'll stop sharing. We'll come back to that. So what I would like you to do, if you guys have the workbook printed, you can do your automatic writing in the workbook. We are going to, everyone else grab a pen and paper. Okay, and I'm going to set a timer. So we're going to do a prompt that we're all going to do the same prompt this first round. Okay, what we're going to do this time, to make it really simple, we're just going to write on the top of your page, "Dear love." Okay, now love can be your spirit guide, your guardians, your angels, your loved ones, could be your ancestors. We can be accessing mediumship. It could be your higher self. But whatever it is, it's going to be loving. Okay, so let's not worry about the semantics of who love is right now. Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
So, dear love, what would you have me know today? Okay, so we're going to go general first. What would you have me know today? So just look up when you've all, give me a thumbs up when you've written that down. Okay, so if you want music in the background, go for it. If you don't. All I want you to do is take a few moments to deep breathe, allow your body to relax, and then I want you to just let love flow through you and answer the question. Okay, what I want you to do is we're all going to mute ourselves except me, and I want you to put your video off. So while you're writing and your head's down, we're not looking at anyone. So when you've finished, then I want you to stay quiet because the others might still be writing. And then I want you to come back on video and stare at me so that I know one by one, you'll all have exactly the same time that you need in order to get this done. Okay. All right, let's go. Just waiting for Roz to finish up. Beautiful. We're all back. All right. Was everyone able to write something down? All right. Hands up if you're feeling courageous. Okay. Because what we're going to do is we're all going to share what we wrote down. So yes, it's going to feel a little bit vulnerable. We're going to feel a little bit like we're putting out here, but what way to get to know each other other than to share our hearts with each other? So I'm going to be vulnerable and go first. My writing looks like a big mess. So and then we'll go around one at a time. If you really don't want to share, then you have the option to opt out, but I would love to hear. And I think we all want to hear from each other, right? Because this is everyone's love talking to us all. So, dear love, what would you have me know today? We are here and we love you, Lisa. Your support was a wonderful gift that you offered to Reg and Stella and Gerald. It feels like it was a huge help. Feels like it was a huge help too. You were his voice and represented his love when he couldn't be there. Oh, my love, how funny your little mind worries. Did I say enough? Did I say too much? My love, let this be known. You are perfect just as you are. Look not to your inner critic, but to your heart's intention. All that is needed now is gratitude for your love, kindness, and compassion was at the forefront of your experience. It's all love, my love. Yes, yes, yes. It is. We are here. Call on us always in all ways. So that was in response to me being there at a doctor's appointment with my father-in-law because my husband, Gerald, was doing jury duty and couldn't be there. So I was there. But then as with all experiences, I was analysing myself and going, did I say too much? Did I say stupid stuff? Did I not say enough? So, yeah, beautiful just and relevant to what I needed to hear right now. Yeah. All right. Kylie, would you mind sharing yours with us?
You keep picking me first.
Right, because you're on my left, where you're positioned, and then I don't miss anyone.
That's okay. It's all good. So what would you have me know today? So love comes from deep within. It is our connection to universal energy and God. Find it and give it freely without prejudice, but also give it to yourself freely without fear or judgment of yourself. For that is how you will find your way always with love.
Oh,
Wow.
See?
Perfect.
Thanks.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Janelle?
At first, it was just a few random words of breathe, trust, don't question. Then it just kept telling me, just go running, just go running. You are ready and you are not alone. I am always here. Remember your reflective speech. Don't try, just do it. And then it popped up going dinner, check dinner.
I love it.
Check the oven. And I kind of stopped there.
Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. Sometimes the most simplest messages are super powerful. And I love that running. It's almost like just do it. That's that. Just go. Just do it.
I used to run every night and I haven't since losing someone really close to me, and it cleared my mind, and it's, yeah.
I was just going to say, because channeling will be like that running for you. So it's that, that space you entered when you ran and you got in the zone. That's what it's bring you to. That's
that. As simple as that. Start running and you're right back there.
Yeah. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, Nick, your turn.
Goodness me. So there must be a lot of words that needed to be said. So dear love, what would you have me know today? You have been blessed with the amazing abilities that will transform your life, abilities, framework of your human existence. Your children have been sent to you to ground you in the maternal aspects of your life that overflows, overwhelms you, and lifts you up beyond your control. You have been given the most valuable teachings, lessons, that have guided you to your current path. You have a warmth and connection that enables you to be content, in tune, loved, blessed, and admired by your compassion, guidance, and support.
Oh, beautiful. It has a different power when you say it out loud, doesn't it? Did it?
Kind of did, because I hadn't read it yet.
I know, because the amount of channeling I've done and never read it back because I like do it and then go, okay, and then move on. And there's something powerful about actually reading and hearing the words that came through. Yeah, because I could feel that touched you. Yeah, got me too. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Peter.
Yeah. Yeah. I went over.
Good.
Let's see if I can read this there. Dear child, dear one, we want you to know you are loved, so, so deeply loved. We want you to know that you are never alone. We're always here, even when you feel lost and alone. No, you are not. We are always here. You just need to stop, breathe, and ask. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. You, dear one, are so much, much, much more than you know, more than you believe, and you have so much to offer the world. You are more powerful than you believe. You can do anything you set your mind to. Follow your heart. Listen with your inner wisdom, your intuition, and trust. Have faith, dear child. Have faith, dear one, and trust all will be well, and all is exactly as it is meant to be. You are exactly where you're meant to be. All is well. Have faith and trust. We love you.
Oh, that's just. Could everyone relate to that? Like her wisdom for you as well? Was it just me? Like I could literally take that message and just go, that resonated deeply. You're beautiful, Peter, beautiful. It's a good thing you've done channeling before and you must have been taught by a great teacher.
So that's where we're going to end up.
Yeah, beautiful. Love it. All right, Anna, do you want to share yours?
Oh no. Okay. Mine says, dear one, dear child, today I would have you know how far you've come. You have had many challenges that have tested your character, and yet here we are. Please know that you're growing each day and that soon things will be revealed. Please be patient and kind to yourself. And then I got a little bit of a side note saying you do not have to be perfect.
Oh, I love it. It's so beautiful. Yes, God, are you guys enjoying the wisdom that we're learning? Like all our guides are coming in and teaching us. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Well done, Vicky.
Okay, mine was a little different tonight. Basically, the things that other people have shared, that's usually what mine would be like. Mine actually started before we started the task. I don't know if you saw me writing.
I felt something unusual was happening with you, and I felt like you were going to get a mediumship reading. So
it actually went back to the first exercise where I was coming up with the word love. And basically the dear love, what would you have me know today was actually my last sentence. But it was all about I've been struggling with a decision. Finally this week I finalised all my paperwork for volunteering with the hospital, but I wanted to go into the cancer centre first, but I've got to wait till the end of the year to do that. And I've been tossing up the decision of, do I go into the hospital as a volunteer to start off with? And so coming from the place of love, like the word love, so I've written down, yes, hospital volunteering now versus cancer centre end of the year. Hospital helping, bring in self-love, higher love. You are where you are meant to be. Keep going. You're working from a place of love, joy, and abundance. You are capable. And that was it.
So it was confirmation on the decision. Does it feel right, Vicky?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, the guides know, they know what we need to hear. They know our big questions. They're here with us and going, okay, I just need to give her the truth.
Yes, normally I get more expressive things like everyone else.
That's really relevant and powerful for you to just get clarity. And isn't that one of our words? That's a clear message. That
Yes.
and the thing that I hear that you needed to hear is you're going to be able to cope. You're ready. Like it will be.
Yes, I was
That was
doubting.
am I ready? Is it okay? Are the kids going to be okay? Like the feeling is yes and yes. Like
Yes. And that by bringing self-love and higher love into it, then that takes care of everything.
Yeah, is exactly what I think it was Nick that said. When you raise your consciousness and when you access love and help others, it has a ripple effect.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, beautiful. And your kids are quite independent too and quite happy to be so.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like they're quite capable of looking after themselves too. They like looking after you, in fact.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, Letitia. It's nerve-wracking.
No, but this is the first time I've ever tried this, and I think mine's very amateur compared to everyone else. So I just pretty much got like bullet points. So maybe that's me wanting, the clarity.
Clarity, yeah. Was that one of the words that you?
That was my word, yeah, clarity.
We're getting straight to the point.
Yeah. So mine was, what would you have me know today? I just got, you are loved. We are here. You can do this. Clarity will come, and just start. So just do it.
Yeah, just do it. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So again, one of the things you'll learn in this is not to compare yourself to others. We're all unique and we're all different. We'll get different elements through at different times. So yeah, brilliant. That's a perfectly channeled message. I love it. We'll just say hi to Michael. He's just coming in. Hi, Michael.
Hi guys. I missed it. Okay.
That's all right.
I didn't get any reminders.
No, I don't send them. I figured everyone's got it on their calendar and I haven't set up email reminders.
You know what? I thought it was 6 o'clock your time, my time.
Oh no, that's the other learn to channel.
That's the other, yeah.
At 6, sorry. Yeah, I probably should set up reminders. Yeah. What we're doing, just to quickly catch you up. So I'm glad you made it anyway. How's things with your dog? I've got to ask.
Improved. So we called off the thing, but I mean it's on standby. We'll see.
Okay. Oh, good. So you got some more time.
Yep.
Beautiful. So what we're doing is we're doing automatic writing, so you'll be able to watch the replay for the part that you've missed, and everyone's just sharing what they got. So the process was simply to ask a question: dear love, what would you have me know today? And then to write down a channeled response. And these people, they didn't know they'd be sharing them with the group, so they are. And I made a point of not telling you that beforehand.
On some level, I'm glad I didn't join.
I was just thinking, you're like dodged a bullet there. But welcome. We're glad you're here, Michael. If I had extra support, I would have had someone give you a call when I realized you weren't here. But sorry about that.
That's all right.
All right, Wendy, over to you.
Oh, okay. Well, mine is even shorter than, is it Letitia? Anyway, prior to starting, I'd actually been concentrating on how do I connect with my guides. So I think that prefaced actually the message that I got. And it was really, really simple and very definite. It was just, I am here.
Yeah, beautiful.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Good. And then after that, it was more feelings like happiness and a lightness of spirit. I could hear breathing at the back of my head, which was just bizarre.
Okay.
And then there was just light flickering and flashing.
Yeah, wow.
So,
and beautiful, it's a wonderful opening, and you're new to this as well, Wendy. So powerful, solid, and that's exactly what I said. If
I got something.
You've got something, right? And good on you for trusting and writing it down. And what a powerful message it is. You know, that's profound, right? It's absolute confirmation. You're loved and love is here. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Now you can relax. Myra, we're over to you.
Okay, I've got some very interesting energy in this room tonight. I feel like there is some masculine energy waiting to step in. They're just sort of pauses. You're not quite ready yet, but it's quite interesting.
Okay. Does it feel like mediumship or a guide?
It feels like a collective, but I'm not sure. They're just waiting. So you're not ready yet. They're just
Okay.
So dear love, what would you have me know today? Ah, sweet one, we delight in your attention. Today, seek bliss, seek calm. So busy in your head. Rest a while. Know that the world will continue spinning even if you pause. Breathe, dear one. There is no race to win today, no goal to be reached. Be present. Be your miraculous you. You are loved. You are love.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Don't you notice there's a universal wisdom when our guides speak that it's relevant to all of us? You guys, I love it. I love how it's timeless and universal, the wisdom. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. How's it feel?
Ah, it's good. They call me sweet one. I'm
Yeah.
always sweet one.
Isn't it?
No one else calls me sweet one. So.
It's nice. I like it. That way you definitely know when they're there, because we don't refer to ourselves with these terms of endearment, you know, generally. So it's nice to know.
No.
Yeah, it's almost like a calling card that we know that they're talking through us when you know, when they call us cute little names.
Yeah, I have been doing this since our last channeling session. I've journaled every day except for today because work was chaos, and I've had some awesome stuff come through.
Oh, that's cool. If you get time at the end, yeah, if there's anything particular, or please share in the group if you come across something that you think would be beneficial for us all to hear, or just to get you used to starting to share, would be great. Just pop it in the group. That's what it's there for. But yeah, well done. Well done. Right, Ashley.
Oh, mine's very brief. It's the first time I've done this, so I got words to start off with. So just peace, love, joy. Then I got all is going to be okay. Positive change is coming.
Beautiful. Perfect. Yeah. I'd rather you get less and just write down what's coming than, you know, not one of you has got into like trying to make something there that's not real. Like, it's all beautiful and all authentic. Beautiful. Love it. Perfect. Well done. Now you're relaxed. Alicia. Sorry, I did it again.
Mine's only brief too, but so dear love, what would you have me know today? I am becoming open to receive guidance, to love with kindness, and to start to feel at peace with myself, to make change, connection, clarity, and receive joy and love. And that's what I got to.
Beautiful. I love it. Came in a form of almost an affirmation.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Love it. All right, Rosalind, how did you go?
I got, dear love, what would you have me know today? That everything has a purpose. There is support and love and kindness out there all the time. You are deserving of all support, love, kindness, happiness. You are recharging. There are people who want you around and you are accepted. Be at peace. Take it slow. You are in the right place for now. You will know when it is right to move. You are on the right path. Open your heart and live.
Yeah, beautiful. Well done, guys. Everyone give yourselves a big round of applause. That was great. Pat on the shoulder. You did it. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to flick back over to, if it's still there. No, that's not it. Yeah, wrong one. Hang on. I've got too many tabs open. Okay, so tips to enhance the automatic writing process is like with all things, practice regularly. I highly recommend you set up a little journal and a pen by your bedside table, and give yourself the opportunity to write. Remember, it only has to be a paragraph. So in terms of, quite often if you set the intention that it's just going to be a short message, bullet points, fantastic. What you'll find is that the more you sit up to do the writing, the more then the inspiration takes the opportunity to come through. Create a conducive environment. So it's helpful if it's quiet, not noisy. Somewhere where there are no distractions, where you're able to focus. And afterwards, review your writing. After each session, take time to review what you've written. Look for any patterns or themes or messages that emerge from your unconscious or subconscious mind. Automatic writing is a powerful tool for accessing the wisdom of your subconscious mind. So what I want to do is we're going to do another automatic writing session. We won't be sharing this one with everyone just because of time constraints. So what I would like you to do is I want you, I'm wondering whether to do this in a part. Let's do it as a partnership exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to partner you up. It's testing you a little bit. It's a bit of a challenge. You up for it, guys? Do you want easy or do you want to be challenged tonight?
Tell us what it is first.
It doesn't work that way.
Whatever.
Yeah. What we're going to do, I'm going to put you in partnerships just because, it'll either work or it won't. So what's the worst that's going to happen is you don't get a great message. What's the best that can happen? You get a really cool message for one of your friends in here. So we can't lose either way, win-win situation. What I'm going to do is put us all in partners. So we're going to work with one other person. And what I would like you to do is ask your love, to provide a message for your friend. Okay, so, and all I want you to do is tune into them. Would you like me to give you an example?
Yeah.
Now, so if I'm asking you to do this, the least I could do is do it. Have a go myself. So we'll see. So who has a question or something that they've got that they would like some guidance with? Has anyone got something specific that they would like or an idea, or we can just go general? So Peter?
Yeah, I'll give you one. Am I on the right path with my new room in South Fremantle? There you go. Really specific question.
Okay. South Fremantle. So you have a room, Peter?
Yeah, I'm doing a 4-week trial next month.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tune in to Peter's energy right now. So I'm just allowing my guides to blend with her guides. What I'm doing is I'm sending out, I work with a figure 8. So I'm sending golden light around Peter's energy, around her back and around my back. And I'm just sending that light and that connection over. And I'm just going to ask love. So dear love, what would you like Peter to know about her decision to trial a room in South Fremantle? Intention. Oh, I can't do it with writing. Hang on now. Sorry, it's easier for me just to channel verbally. I gotta slow things down. Hang on. Okay, man, I had to slow that down. I'm going to try to write so fast because they're talking fast. So now I've got to try and read my writing. Where there is a powerful oh God, I can't even read my writing. Where there is a powerful thing, beautiful Peter, we feel your love and hopeful expectation. Lean into that feeling and know that your decision is with love and for love. That was what they said. My hardest part was slowing it down and not verbally channeling. So the feeling I get around this is that your intention is coming from a really positive place in order to make a difference and to support others. So it feels like it's birthed from a beautiful place. There's other elements that are out of your control, that those elements will surface as and when you get into the experience of this. So the feeling is you can always change your mind again, but this is exactly what you've done is the perfect way in which to start this is with a trial. You're not locked into any contracts. You can get a feel for the space, feel for the room, feel for the energy of the other practitioners or the other people that you'll be working around and with. And in time, you'll understand whether it's in your highest good or not. Yeah. And the feeling is any decision can be made again as well. So I like the fact that it's a trial basis. That feels very safe.
It feels a bit like a transitional space for me. That's the energy I get around it. It's sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a feeling.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. So just play with it, guys. If you want to just see what comes from your consciousness, if you want to try, you can come back. You've already come back. I'm just trying to find the group for everyone else to bring in these breakout rooms. Should we give them a bit of notice just in case they're, oh, no, they're all coming back anyway. I'll just close the room.
Oh, there you go. You must have sent out the word.
60 seconds. That's enough time. That's a minute to wrap up the conversation. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited to find out if this was a big win or a big flop.
Big win.
Big win. Yay.
That's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think at least at worst, you get to have a little chat with someone. So, you know, that's all about connection. We'll just wait for everyone else to come back.
I don't mean to interrupt, Lisa. I hope Anna's okay with me saying this, but I felt compelled to get my cards down and pull a card for Anna after we'd done our meeting.
Yep.
And it helped resonate even further.
Yeah, that's perfect. You know, we're going to do angel card readings because angels, using the angel cards is such a great way to open up the connection to spirit and initially with someone. So yes, don't have a problem with you doing that at all. Awesome. All right. So hands up if you got a great message that you were able to pass on to your partner. Hands up if you've got a message for your partner.
Got a message.
Okay. Hands up if your partner gave you a message that was helpful. Hands up if you didn't get anything and you didn't like the exercise. We didn't like it. And who were you working with, Michael and Ashley?
I worked with Peter and she gave me a good message. It was the first time for me, so one word came to me, but I question whether it's my conscious word or whether it's, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay. We're all just beginning. And part of this is exploring and playing with it, Michael. And yeah, without being here for the first part of the session, it would have made it a little bit trickier because you haven't just gotten to build the energy with us. So I'm glad you were still here. And it is part of it, you know, it's part of taking that risk to go, oh, you know, there is that leap of faith that we have to take when we ask and tune in. But for the most part, it sounds like everyone connected and was able to bring through messages. Anyone find it hard to write and just the information was coming through too quickly? That was me. I'm just like,
I always have that problem.
It's like,
pen can't keep up.
I know my mouth, I can talk way better, faster than I can. So hence the leaning towards verbal channeling for me and not so much automatic writing. But yeah, some people love automatic writing and they love that it slows the process down for them to be a bit more thoughtful and just to allow the message to slowly reveal itself. Others are just like, I just, get me out of the way and allow it to become a verbal message. So we'll be stepping more into, different techniques that will lead you into verbally channeling. So well done, everyone. Give yourselves a clap. Well done for, trusting and opening up and giving a message. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is to dream big, guys. When you're doing this work, dream big. One of the questions, write this down somewhere as a good question for you to do an automatic writing on. This was from last time I ran my Learn to Channel course. What is my truest, most beautiful life? So this was more a personal sharing. So it's not necessarily what does love want you to know. It's more giving a prompt for you to write down and to dream big as to what would your most beautiful life look like? Do you want me to share what I wrote?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't read it first to filter it, but anyway, I'll just trust and see what. When I'm free of my fear and insecurities, or I've found a way to fully love and accept and embrace them, I will have taken the brakes off. My most beautiful life involves great bonds with many beautiful people where we all celebrate each other's passion and uniqueness and allow the divinity to shine through, where courage to dream big is as effortless and where I'm in a safe place to learn, grow, fall, get back up and try again. With a spring in my step and an ability to laugh at myself with love and sensitivity, not judgment. I will travel the world inspired by the many varied cultures I see where my love and my family and my roles are balanced and in harmony. I want to live my life big and to show my girls that they can have a joy-filled, abundant life, that there is such a divinity and beauty to behold both in our inner worlds and our outer worlds. Gratitude and joy is a dominant vibration and choice. We are working to bring more connection to those who are seeking a pathway and philosophy that will bring them back home to themselves. I value the wisdom that flows as we each surrender to the magic and mystery of this spiritual and physical world, finding a synergy, peace, harmony, and acceptance and celebration of all that we are individually and collectively. There we go. That still resonates as true for me. Do you notice how sometimes it's general? It doesn't give specific details. It was almost like how I wanted to feel. And to me, I'm a teacher. It's one of my values. I'll always be finding some way to teach. I think I was a born talker. So it's no surprise that I've become a channel and a professional, a professional speaker. And yeah, just love this work and love channeling. So before we go, I would like to do a little guided meditation just to close it up. Thank you to those who came to, who's in Spiritual Circle that's in this group also? Myra, Latish, Tish, Janelle, Kylie, Michael, you were there, Vicky. Oh, quite a few of you guys. Awesome. Yeah, it was lovely to do the live trance channel night last night and to demonstrate for you guys. What else did I want to say? I do have an in-person Perth event coming up, which I would love you to come to. So for those of you that are in Perth, I'm going to also give you the special discount tickets to come to the event in person if you would like to. So let me get, okay, the discount code is CIRCLE for my Spiritual Circle people, but also you guys. And you can also share this link with a friend. So if you would like to bring a friend, you get 30% off the ticket price, and it's only $30 anyway, so it's not much. It's being held in Canning River Eco Education Centre. So yes, as you know, a valued member of my Learn to Channel course and my Spiritual Circle, you can bring a friend because this year it's all about expansion. It's about inviting as many people as we can into this world, and whether they might not want to be channels like we do, they might just want to have a reading, then you can just click on that link. And it is, yes, Roz, it's great if you can get a deck of cards. There's free cards in the Facebook group, but if you do, if you can, have you got an oracle deck that you own or not yet, Roz?
No, I don't know.
This is the one that I recommend as a starting pack. So Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. You can order them online, or you can use them online as well. So if you don't have a deck, there's a link to use a card. You can pull a card from this deck online for free. But yeah, it's well worth getting these at many shops in your local area. Your spiritual shops sell them too.
She's in Harvey.
Yeah, spiritual shops in Harvey. No, okay,
no, but if you go into Bunbury, I'm sure at least one. I'm sure there's somewhere in Bunbury would have.
Yeah,
Bunbury might do. Yeah,
yeah, they will do.
Yeah.
So I just chuckled myself, Lisa. I think I've got somewhere between 15 to 20 decks, and I don't have that one.
Really? Now you want to get another one?
I always want more.
I've got about that. I've got them scattered all over the place. But yeah, they're a really good beginner's deck, and Colette is an awesome channel. So the cards really resonate with me. So yes, highly recommend. All right, guys, we'll just do a little closing meditation. So when we do this work, we're opening up our energy. So likewise, when we're going to shut it down, we want to close our energy. So just bring your hands into Gasso and just simply close your eyes and imagine a beautiful rose at the crown chakra, just closing down and going into a bud. And just do the same thing at your third eye, closing down that rose at your throat, at your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your base chakra. And it is essentially what we are doing is we're closing the doors and saying, okay, we're shutting down spirit connection now. We're going to be physically focused, but we're keeping, it's like locking the front door essentially, but keeping the lights on inside. So access to love is always on. We never turn that off or dim our inner light. We're always open to receive love's guidance for ourselves, but we're just disconnecting from the spiritual realm. And it's just a little way of just coming back in, just sending out any excess love to all those that are in need. In particular, I just ask that we send Reg, my father-in-law, love and healing energy, as he's just been diagnosed. Well, not just been, but we've just found out he's not got long to live. So we're dealing with that. So yes, hold my little family in your hearts if you could, while we move through this next stage with his cancer. So, and if there's anyone else that yeah, feel free to just think of your loved ones now. And as we generate beautiful energy collectively, we can also intend, just by focusing on the beautiful people in your life that you love, that you know could benefit from receiving healing energy, and we just send that out to all of our loved ones in need, and including our beautiful pets. So Michael will send Reiki to your beloved. What's your dog's name, Michael?
Sky.
Sorry? Sky. Oh, what a beautiful name. All right, so holding Sky in our hearts as well. All right, have a wonderful week. Get practicing, guys. Do your automatic writing, share them in the group, and I will see you same time next week. You guys have the same log on. Make a note in your diary, 4 p.m. And we'll see.
I just did. Lisa, can you stay online?
Of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just wanted to ask you.
No problems at all. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.